is happening, Minnesota? So I'm back with another video. Thank you for tuning in. Uh, Last week I was talking to a few groups of people in the digital abyss known as YouTube, and yeah, there's a lot of people coming in from everywhere. There's work. It's been a struggle for me this year, I must say. I've learned a lot in my solitude, but out there when I'm out applying for jobs or just getting groceries and little things in general, I've noticed the cost of living has gone up. Of all the TikToks I've made this morning, yeah, the one about the butter. Yeah, there was a big tub that was like 13 something. It was down at the bottom. I didn't even get any footage of that. Maybe I'll try and make a better one. And then I'll compare it to the cost of bread, which actually did go up at like $1 or something. It was like two. It used to be 2 for $5, and now I forgot how to play this game. My controls are okay. Yeah, this game was cool. If only the frame rate did not chug along at 12 frames a second, this would be a tier A game. They should have remade this game like. Anyway, getting back to the topic of hand, I might go shoot around some scenery. I might do that. I'm thinking about what to do next because since I have a lot of time on my hands, I don't have any money. That's the problem. Yesterday, when I was eating a rotisserie chicken for $6, oh my god, it was so moist. It was like the best chicken I think I've ever tasted. When you're that hungry, I mean, like anything would taste like heaven at that stage. But I mean, no, for real, that was some really juicy chicken meat. I ate the bones and everything. And then I was trying to make an important video, but this was in like a Burger King, and there was a couple of tables ahead of me and one behind me. And this guy, right in the middle, as I was engaged in a major video trying to talk about me exposing Disney and Hollywood of all things, that was a topic I was touching upon. Some guy in his 50s, he was like a boomer, came and sat right back to back against me, right as I was getting into it. And I was like, excuse me? Hey guy, I'm making a video, do you mind? So, oh no, okay. He seemed happy and content. I guess he just wanted to be among people, and that's nice and all, but when I was engaged in actual work, like some people don't understand what I do as a filmmaker. I shouldn't be doing this. I should be out there maybe hanging around the cinema and interviewing people. I wish I had a girlfriend or a friend to help me hold the camera so that I can interview people with a microphone, do some Q&As. Oh, did you see Strange World? Tell us a little bit about that. The new movie Strange World, the LGBTQ IAXYZ film, which came out from Disney, the same company that made such movies like Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast, and family-friendly movies. That was like from my childhood. Okay, it's not just about any random company. It's Disney, and when Disney does that, like it gets on board with the woke agenda, that really pisses me off. It brings my piss to a steaming boil. I could yeah, I could blow. Boom. Yeah, that was a little cathartic. I'll feel a lot better when I actually get to do this documentary. I wanted to make it actually big, like 2 hours long. Yes, I could totally piece together a montage and put it in the timeline, and then it'll take some time to export, and then I gotta convert the file down, like run it through yeah, video compression with H.264 format or something. You know those huge massive files that are like gigabytes, and then you gotta upload that crap to YouTube. Sometimes it takes me like as much as 8 hours. Those massive files, and it pisses me off because nowadays people got cameras on their phones. Hello. And people are not using them. And people get angry at me because they want their keyboards. They want to be keyboard warriors, and they don't want to. They don't want to chip in and take responsibility. And this old lady who doesn't even know who I am, or what I do, or where I friggin' live. This is the height of ignorance that I got to deal with. But it's okay because you know what? In every place, everybody thinks that they want to be the center of their own world, but they honestly don't know. I mean, true wisdom is understanding that you know nothing. And the more I live, the longer I realize that there's uh, there's people out there that are more in tune with what's going on than other people. Some people are living in complete oblivious ignorance, like my family. My grandmother, she is 83 years old. She does not even own a smartphone. And I have arguments with her. I told her about the food and the inflation. If anyone wants to talk about inflation, oh my God, yes, I am well aware. There's nothing that anyone can tell me that I haven't learned yet about inflation. I was probably on top of this for years, but my family didn't want to listen because I was not, in their eyes, making money. Because I guess I talk with a higher pitched voice, and I used to be very introverted, almost mute. I didn't say anything. I was just like one of those smart kids that I was overlooked. People say that I had a higher than average intelligence with the aptitude test that they never kept on record, and then they said I had Asperger's. Maybe it's true. I don't know. I think though that when I got back, honestly, I think I was put through the ringer because psychologists, once they label you and write something on that piece of paper, honestly, when you go to a hospital and then they pull up your records, they say, "Oh, you got Asperger's," and I said, "Do I sound like I have Asperger's? I'm pretty coherent. I'm pretty smart, but out here, you know what? It's like, how should I say this? You know what? There's gatekeepers. You know, people who make up all the rules. People have lied to me for ages and years. When I went to film school, I was promised, "Oh yeah, come with us. You'll make films in months." I invested my entire fortune and savings to getting equipment that is now obsolete. And today, people have more powerful cameras in their friggin' pockets. And kids these days, they don't even know what they got. Do I know about inflation? Yes, I do. I know that social media has created a whole bunch of problems. It's divided us, and that's the world that exists today. I have to live with that. I miss people. I don't like to depend on social media, and I'm not going to. I'm just sharing this for myself. And if anyone feels bad, feels like, oh yeah, I feel alone, you know you're not alone, but I wish that there was something I could tell people how to break free from that rut that you're in. Because I'm sure that many people now are trying to, but I think they're missing the point. They say, "Oh yeah, just go to the gym, bro. Get gains. Get to be a higher tier alpha male. Stop dating for a few years." The truth is that most people can't date because they don't have any friggin' money. If they do have money, it's not gonna last. I mean, by 2030, yeah, what they say about you'll own nothing and you'll be happy, or else. I believe that. I believe that this economy is set to drain. It's going down the ship, the Titanic. And my grandmother is so stupid. She spent hundreds of dollars trying to get her front porch steps at a time when I watch all these horror stories about the economy is going under and me being scared shitless that I may not have a future. And my grandmother, she's got a perfectly good running car on the driveway, and I could use that. I could use that SUV. I totally could. I mean, I don't have insurance, but I did have a license, and now, I mean, like, it's like, will I ever get to drive? Will I ever get to have a girlfriend? And I'm not paying attention to the game. I'm sorry, guys. I don't feel like playing. I just feel like, shooting off energy. And, yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say really anymore. If, like, there's a lot of things that are not in my control. I have zero control over what people say online. I try to help out in ways that I can. But I know that everything, like, from the red pill community, and I was listening to what Steve Bam was saying. He was that wise man who I talked to him. He had cancer. He has cancer, sorry. And yeah, I told him, I tried to give him some comfort. Like, I told him I wasn't a doctor, but something that has to do with the pH levels, or inject vitamin C into the bloodstream. I heard about that from somewhere. So I hear about little things like that online. I give advice to try to help people out anytime I know, if I hear about anything. But yeah, like, if you want me to be honest, yeah, this economy, it sucks. Oh god, it sucks. And yeah, the razor blades that are 44. What is that, anyways? I mean, forget about little things like, yeah, the butter. Yeah, okay. It was actually olive oil. I think that was why it was more expensive. But yeah, I gotta be honest though. Like, some prices are indeed going up. I had spent $100 easily at Walmart. Oh, I died. So anyway, at Walmart, as I was saying, I tried to do the extreme budget hack of getting the noodles, but frozen pizzas, which actually added up to like 60 something, and the extra 30, I'm trying to figure out in my head. Takis, $12, like 2 for 6, so I had 4 bags plus dip, and oh yeah, the rotisserie chicken. Okay, yeah, all that adds up. So you got to be careful. When you buy from Walmart or anywhere, you gotta have a list. You gotta have a list of things, and you gotta shop around. You have to shop around, and don't buy it all in one place, if that makes sense. I was actually gonna buy a power bank charger, which they were all out. They didn't have them, and so maybe I should have bought that first, and then used the extra money that was left over to budget with whatever. But you know what? I'm tired of living week to week. Some days I just want to live easy and relax, but I feel like I can't relax. I'm still in arrested development mode, and it really kills me to ask people for help. This one girl, she sounded sweet. She didn't post in 2 years. She said, "Well, I have Cash App." That's sweet, but it is better to say nothing than say, "Oh, I want to donate, but I can't." That's like dangling a carrot on a stick, in my opinion. But anyway, that's just how I feel, and I know a lot of people are feeling the same way, and I wish I could reach out to people, but is what it is right now.